have just been really, I feel like, underestimated in the past, like earlier in ult, but then now it's like, oh snap, that she has good options. She has play styles that can fit certain players. Oh, see, it's not just us. It's not just us. Free K Fog is also very exhausted.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, it looks like we're finally getting set up. These two just sort of getting right to it though, as it looks like they're going over stages right now. But yeah, you gotta be of a calm mind in order to win, in order to think clearly. Okay, yeah, so they're striking.
Oh, they're so
Alrighty.
cute. Oh, they're so cute. We're playing rock paper scissors. Okay, we're playing the official rules today. You know, no, we're not skipping any part of the rule set tonight. But again, this is our last match before top 8. Before we bow out and give it over to the in-person casting happening at the Fusion venue, which again, you guys should go. If you're watching the stream and you're not going to Fusion, first of all, why? Second of all, it's gay Fusion now, so even more incentive to go. And you should go and reg, and also at the same time support Collision and reg for Collision, the Collision Major happening in August, the 22nd to the 24th. And that's my yapping for now. Let's go back to the match. We're going over a regular battlefield, all 3 platforms, and what a beautiful matchup. It's Pikachu versus Zelda, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're going in, we see these two sort of getting their spacing established. Already, Free K-Flock already coming out with that back air, just trying to find whatever damage he can here. And then Aquaze coming in with his aerial combos, sending Free K-Flock off stage, able to make it back, able to set up the Phantom here, but Aquaze still navigating around it to get some damage.
Absolutely, and I feel like with this triple platform setup, it's gonna be. It's gonna do so well for both these characters. You can see kind of Pikachu, why it works so well for Pikachu. You can kind of slide across these platforms like butter, almost on this character, and really use it to get a really easy route to these thunders, to these nairs, to these forters as well. Excuse me. Get the down smash on the platform, however, which is massive. Goes for the drop down and tries to get the kill, but there is teleport back to upstage that keeps Free K-Flock really safe. But then you drop down from the platform, fall into that humongous forward smash, and that's going to be a really good way for Aquaze to stay up in the series.
Absolutely. It looks like Aquaze is trying to come back to the spacing here as he finds himself up a stock here versus Free K-Flock. Free K-Flock trying to find an advantage state wherever possible, utilizing the teleport to regain spacing. However, Aquaze is just taking that and running with it, continuing to just pile on this damage here, like following Free K-Flock up to the platforms as he's able to just do so much more.
And this is where you can kind of start seeing the faults in Zelda. You know, the back air, very strong, very nicely done from Free K-Flock. However, she is unable, Zelda the character, she is unable to really play in the air as well against characters like Pikachu because their airspeed, their ability to kind of just chase you while you're still trying to like float back down, it makes her a little bit more susceptible in this matchup to the Pikachu, and which Aquaze is clearly aware of and using to the fullest extent.
For sure, absolutely. As you can see here, Aquaze finding his way back to stage, and Free K-Flock just kind of drifting back, trying to establish Phantom, and then finding that Nair there, able to get some more damage onto Aquaze, however, putting himself, unfortunately, in a not great spot by going up to those platforms. Okay, not quite finding the stock with that just yet, though. However, getting the Phantom in and then just sort of sending Aquaze into disadvantage here, trying to get him from the platform, but instead finding himself in disadvantage here. And then Aquaze is just free to sort of send T-Jolts off stage.
I was gonna say, those T-Jolts were very well done from Aquaze, but I have to commend Free K-Flock for just kind of waiting out the rotation of the T-Jolts and using the special to get to that ledge without being interrupted over and over and over again. And then, of course, finds a subsequent stock in his favor. Now, we are at 160, so any sort of free landing hit from Aquaze will bring us over to another 1-to-1 game here of stocks at least. But it's very even. Go for a down tilt on the ledge, set up the Phantom Knight, not quite all the way, but still enough to kind of push Aquaze away from the ledge, get the grab, another connection, goes for the really high up angle Inspire, and forces Aquaze to go down from a lower angle and continue to stay on this ledge and connect into a beautiful back air that secures the game for free K-Flock.
Yeah, I mean that last stock just felt like such a textbook Zelda gameplay. Just the way that Free K-Flock was able to establish his spacing, was able to set up the Phantom, and then just able to avoid absolutely everything from Aquaze and even able to fish for that back air right there. Just absolutely well done. Aquaze, as you can see throughout this match though, is clearly very knowledgeable in the way that he's able to utilize Pikachu and his strengths to his advantage over a floaty character like Zelda. So this is absolutely anyone's game to.
And we're still staying with the same characters here, but we are going to be going for a counter swap. Going over to the Town City, very popular counter to play on, just because you have that ability to stay a little bit more alive up in the airspace. So I can definitely see where Quaze wants to play, why we want to go over to Town City, because again, it also really does give a lot of leeway to Pikachu and helps him out a lot in these aerial combos, and also combo extenders with the platform across the side of the stage. Now, this is going to be free K-Flock kind of running to stay as I guess on top of Pikachu as possible, especially with the lack of platforms. Now you're kind of forced to really brawl it out, or else Pikachu's gonna be kind of running right all over you, which is what Aquaze is doing right here, right now. Beautiful combo starter, and picks it right up after slightly dropping it.
Yeah, and you can see here Aquaze, just able to like continue to pile on this damage here as Free K-Flock is sort of forced to retreat, able to get something off of that grab though as Aquaze is sent off stage, and then able to avoid that Phantom, thankfully for Aquaze. But yeah, just the way that Free K-Flock is able to sort of thread the needle essentially to find these kills, just really awesome stuff. Especially to but the down air there, oh my, right there from Aquaze, just able to find that right out of like what could have been a potentially disadvantaged state. Just really awesome stuff to see him thinking on his feet like that.
Yeah, I think K-Flock got a little bit too fancy with the movement, with the, teleport and also reflect with the reflector, but Aquaze, like you said, really good adaptation, really good sense of you just gave me the advantage state, I'm going to take it, and now he's running with it, trying to get his percentage back up in his favor, which he absolutely does. And now you're also in this really good position where you can attempt to edge guard Zelda. Unfortunately, not able to find too much, and does get down throw for his efforts, and then rolls into the stage, gets caught between a rock and a hard place, and lightning kick for the 5th time in the set.
Yeah, absolutely. Free K-Flock is just so good at finding these, even in what seems like a disadvantage or a bad situation. He's just able to turn the tables versus Aquaze. Aquaze, though, not giving up and still able to look for these, like utilizing these T-Jolts in order to look and find his spacing, going to go for the dash attack there and trying to send Free K-Flock off stage. However, Free K-Flock using but the down smash though, okay, that's gonna take the stock there, evening things up here for Aquaze and Free K-Flock.
Yeah, the grab right there just really whiffed right on around Aquaze, and again, it's the same kind of problem that you face against Pichu, where they're so small they can pancake right underneath it and go for a punish like that down smash. Now we have a really excellent corner combo coming in, does get interrupted by K-Flock, so has to do it all over again, and did get a good amount of percentage in the meantime to get that much more even. We go for a very brave approach against the Phantom Knight, gets it dismantled, and now again, we are forcing K-Flock to really play our own game, which Aquaze is absolutely making him play as long as possible for eventually K-Flock is going to be able to, as I say that, might not be able to actually get his feet back on the floor, does finally get the Phantom Knight set up, but look at the angle of the quick, I mean, that's just knowledge, that's just understanding your character to that level.
Yeah, it's just so much, like, clearly hours of labbing and hours of gameplay that have gone into this set that you
Yo!
Phantom there,
Not him shooting up!
He snatched off the headphones.
He was shocked. He was like, what? No, it's the way he shot up so fast. Bro probably got hit by Phantom Knight in real life. I'm convinced. Oh my goodness, what an end to an otherwise insanely hot set.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to imagine that this was just 2 games with these two so evenly matched, both of them just able to find percentage after percentage, just like finding any possible advantage that they could. But as you can see there, K-Flock utilizing direction and then able to seal out that final stock with the Phantom just when Aquaze was least expecting it.
I mean, you've said it all. It was, and not only did we say it all, the replay speak for itself. It was so even, so amazingly paced every moment of the way for these guys. But again, this was for a top 8 qualifier, so Free K-Flock does make his way easily into top 8. Aquaze has to do a little bit more work to get into that loser side top 8 if he wants to, but I think he definitely has it within him. He went toe-to-toe against K-Flock, being with an AC differential between the two, so it's definitely doable for Aquaze. And you know, his loser path is, as right now, isn't horrible. I mean, he's going to be going up against Majestic Souls to get the top 8 losers qualifier. And on the top of that, I also want to really quickly mention we have Ram and Mouser happening right now off stream for loser side. We also have Duquesne and Slasher. Ooh, that's a good one happening off stream to get to the top 8 losers qualifier. And last but not least, we have Angle and Hayes. Oh, that's also a good one happening off screen. I'll say off stage, off screen. For top 8 losers side, and whomever wins of those 4 matches to top 8, this top 8 is gonna be absolutely insane. I mean, we already have Fawn there. We have, of course, Free K-Flock. We have Smash Bros there, and we have Rivers there as well, sitting very patiently, very nicely in winner side.
For sure. I mean, we have, like, Montneva and I have had such a treat today being able to commentate all of these sets for you all, and, like, the craziest part is this was just top 8 qualifiers, but we saw these hype sets and we got to commentate for you, and like that is just the biggest privilege, honestly. Being able to like watch these essentially top players compete versus each other, and then being able to feel like the crowd feeling like the I guess the reactions of the opponents as well, just all amazing stuff that makes this a wonderful game.
I agree. A wonderful game, wonderful experience as always, even if the players don't exactly consent. They're like, who is on the mic right now? And listen, it's us as always. Also, once again, as your final reminder before we swap it over to top 8 casters and bracket, we need to remind you, Collision 2025 is happening this summer, August 22nd to 24th, at the Meadowlands Expo Center in Secaucus, New Jersey. Very easy to get to by the transit if you are a public transit girly like I am, or if you have a car, you know, don't brag about it, but you can drive there as well. Go register at SRTG/collision for more information, and of course, in the top right corner is a QR code you can absolutely conveniently scan with your phone and register that way. Now, going over to the actual minds behind Collision, the major is Collision Series Smash. These guys are always behind your fusions, your collisions, all of your other major events, that being, for example, Tri-State Showdown. These guys are behind it, so please support them in their growth at Collision Series TV here on the Twitch channel. Go follow them on Collision Smash on Twitter/x.com. And of course, if you are a gamer who likes your VODs to be uploaded, they upload them at the YouTube link, that being Collision Series, just like that. So please follow them on their endeavors as we move on to bigger and better things, that being another gay fusion. I'll let you want to take this one, Pearl.
Alrighty, so here as we return to Gay Fusion, it is an amazing venue. Once again, you can play in the arcade. There's always a rotating side bracket, so you can, like, you don't know exactly what it's going to be, but it's just fun to enter the side bracket. They have Smash Brothers, they have games like Rivals of Aether 2 as well, so you are spoiled for choice when it comes to fun things to do at Fusion every Monday. Follow them at Collision Smash, Collision Series TV on Twitch, and just come out and show out. It's summertime, honestly. Like, unless you have a job or something like that, you should be out of school by now. It is time to hit Fusion. It is time to go and, like, just support your locals.
1000%. And speaking of supporting, please go support Garden Brawl 2025. It is next Saturday, June 14th, here in Ridgewood, New Jersey. And for more information, of course, and to sign up and everything, please go to SRTG/Garden Brawl for more information on this event. But otherwise, that is all we have for you guys that is all you have from us today. Today in the caster booth. As you can see, it has gotten very dark in my room. It is now officially nighttime. It is time for us to hand it over to our top 8 block, our top 8 casters.